What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Aaron Bevins. And today I am going live, locking up deals, utilizing our new and improved lead generation method. All right, so how dope is this lead generation method, you might ask? And why are you so excited about it? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not just going to tell you, I'm actually going to go live. Well, I am live, but I'm actually going to start making some calls. And the reason why we're so excited about it is because in the last, I don't know, let's say 3 days, my team has generated about 41 contracts. And the reason why is because we have switched up our lead generation methods, because what we found was what we were doing in the past, and while it was working, the quality of the leads wasn't lending itself to the highest lead to contract ratio. Okay. And so what we found is we need to switch up exactly how our leads were coming in. So what we've done is we have become a lot more strict on the filters. What we've done is fired the lowest quality, the low 30 to 40% performers in our virtual staffing agency. And it might seem like simple adjustments that were made, but these simple adjustments that have been made have absolutely skyrocketed the quality of the leads. However, the amount of leads that have come in have dropped. But what we realize is that this is a major morale booster, because imagine if you were bringing in less leads but more quality, you're not going to be as busy, but the amount of effort that it takes in order to get a contract is going to decrease. So you're actually going to be able to make more money with less effort whenever you utilize stricter filters on your lead generation. And so we're really excited about it. And not only am I talking about it, my team is actually benefiting from it. And I wanted to go live actually showcasing how we do this and make it happen. What up, Jose? What up, everybody? We're going to make this thing happen right now. And look, we're going to go ahead and skip the intro. And the reason why is because I don't have a whole lot of time. All right. But I want to make sure that I can get right into the meat and potatoes. All right. So I have some leads that our team has generated for us. And so make sure to take notes. Make sure to engage with me. Ask me questions about business, about wholesaling, about real estate, about sales, about entrepreneurship, capitalism in general. Engage with me, because I'm just going to be here making calls and making it happen. All right. So let's get right to it. I'm going to go ahead and get ready I got my script ready. The Jennifer Harris says, love that Jordan poster. You already know, famo. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing love. All right, we're going to get right into it right now. By the way, my team, listen, y'all, in the last 3 days has locked up like 40, I think it's like 41, 42 contracts. All right, absolute madness, badness, combination. All right. And we've been testing out this proprietary filtering lead generation system, and it's just working. You know what I mean? It's working, and it's working on a very, very high level that I'm really, really proud of. Okay. And so let me go ahead and make this first dial. Boom. What's up, everybody? All right, this is Norman. Hey, Norman.
Hello?
Hey, Norman. Hello.
Who are you calling?
Well, I thought I was calling Norman. Is this Norman?
Are you calling Norman by the last name? Who are you trying to speak with Dr. Norman. I'm a Norman. Who are you trying to speak with?
Oh, gotcha. You know, I am so sorry about that. I thought Norman was your first name. My name is Aaron. I think you had spoke with one of my agents a little while ago about the property there on Holly Trail. Dang, she just banged on me. All right, let me call her back. I'm about to get on her nerves, but we're going to do it for social, though.
Hello?
Hey, Miss Norman, I think we got disconnected. This is Aaron. I was calling about the property there on Holly Lake Ranch.
Okay, I'm trying to understand why you're calling about that property.
Well, I just wanted to see if you were still interested in selling it because I might be interested in buying.
My condo listed as for sale. Where are you getting that impression?
Good question. Good question. We actually purchased in the area, and I was reaching out to see if you were interested in selling. But if not, I can remove you from my list. But if you are, I could get you an offer.
Remove me from your list.
Okay, gotcha. Would it make sense for me to follow up in the future, or probably not?
I don't know. No, don't follow up.
Okay. Well, you have a blessed day, and thank you for at least taking the call. I appreciate you, Miss Norman. All right. All right. Well, either she's not having a good day, or I don't know. All right, but let's move on to the next. But see, one thing about it is I'm always going to double tap, and I'm not afraid to get on the seller's nerve. All right. I like what Michael Warden said. He said, ain't going out like no sucker. Triple dial them back. One thing about it is I'm not afraid to annoy the seller. Now, here's the thing about it, y'all. In this lead generation source, notice that like we're generating contracts, and we still have individuals like this who, you know what I mean? They slip through the cracks. And so let's move on to our next call. Oh, snap. In the background, we got Mo himself. I'm going to bring my brother on. What's up?
Good, bro. How you doing, bro?
Amazing.
Let's
Amazing.
go.
All right, we're already making calls, and I'm on to the next one right now.
Let's get it.
How's your day so far, bro?
It's been great, bro. How about yours?
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
All right, let's see. All right, this one seems like a ring forever.
Let's hit it with a triple tap.
You are calling is not available.
All right. So it says this person is not available. Let me just go ahead and double tap them just in case. And then we'll get right back into it.
That's the
What's
secret.
good, Keith? Well, say that again, Mo?
Yeah, I was saying that's the secret. Not like never give up on a lead from the first attempt. Like you gotta have to make at least 3 attempts to be able to judge from this lead whether saying like this is a good phone number or like that's a disconnected phone number.
That's right. That's right. 100%. The biggest thing whenever I talk to people who, no matter what your lead generation source is, right? One of the biggest things to keep in mind is the best practices. And some of the best practices is you want to get to the lead as fast as humanly possible. And then you want to follow up with the lead relentlessly. In this case, the person didn't answer. I'm going to call them back. And the reason why is because sometimes whenever you call the first time, they don't recognize your number. And so they might be thinking that you're a spammer. there are going to be people who get annoyed with you, but that's not my prerogative to care about whether or not they get annoyed. Many of the people are never even going to say anything about the fact that we call them so much. This first person that I talked to hung up on me, and then when I called them back, hey, Miss Flag.
Yes.
Hey, this is Aaron. I was calling about the property there on Booker Street.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am. You spoke with one of my agents about it. I just wanted to call and introduce myself because I'll be the one making you an offer on the property if you had a couple minutes.
Oh, sure.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to pull up some of the information right now, and I'm not here to waste your time. Usually these calls are only a few minutes, but I'll have a couple questions for you about it, and you might have some for me too, which is totally fine because you don't know me. But usually if the property qualifies for a cash offer, then, and it seems like we're a good fit, I'll draw up a purchase agreement for you to review before moving forward. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So I'm pulling it up right now, and by the way, we've actually closed a few deals in Victoria, and so we love that area. Are you living there, or is this
No, it's vacant. No one is living in there.
Oh, okay. How long has it been vacant for?
It's been vacant for probably about 3 years.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, it's a good neighborhood. What makes you want to sell it? Have you thought about renting it, or why haven't you?
No, it was my brother's property, and he passed away. I am the executor of the property. So where are you located at?
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually in San Antonio myself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm on the far western part of San Antonio, but we look for properties similar to this all over Texas, but we do love Victoria though.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. What about you? I see you have a 512 number. Are you in the Austin area?
Yes, I am.
Oh, nice. Very cool. And so while I'm looking up information, like I said, I'll get you an offer here on the phone. Can you tell me a little bit about the condition of it? I haven't actually walked to the property, obviously, but I can see it here on the Google Street View. I know it's been vacant for some time, so I imagine it's going to need a little bit of work. But can you just give me a little summary of the condition? Am I going to need to pretty much do an overhaul on this property if I buy it, or is it going to need just cosmetic?
It's really is going to need, well, it depends on how much overhaul you want to do on it, but it needs some work in the inside, and it has one large bedroom and one smaller one, and it has a kitchen area, and it has a connection for a washer and dryer, and I would think that it was a washer and dryer in there, but I would think being more appropriate, it would be for the stacked washer and dryer. Then you would have more room for the range and the refrigerator. And it has some tile on the floor, but the most of it is going to be have to be replaced. And the ceiling part of it is going to have to be fixed. When I say be fixed, it have to be sprayed again with the and I don't know what they call that stuff, with the ceiling part with the little knots in it and whatsoever.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
When Harvey came, it did leak, and then we got a new roof put on there after Harvey. So you don't need a new roof for it. But the floors are going to need to either put some linoleum on them or being retiled. So I'll hear your offer, and then I'll tell you what I had in mind to do, and then the price would go up if I do what I have to do. But selling it as is, and it has a lots of land in the back that if a person wanted to add on, they can. And it don't have much property in the front of it. So that's And a couple of the windows, I don't know, somebody broke it out or they shot. I know the back door, it looked like they shot that with a BB gun.
Mm-hmm.
But the other room, in the back bedroom, it has a little round hole in it, about about a $50 size.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have to be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, and then one of the window sills in the front bedroom, it would have to be replaced. And so, and then it's a few other little things, but overall, that's about it for it.
You are amazing. Thank you for giving me a thorough walkthrough. That helps so much, and that allows me to be able to go ahead and get an offer for you. Let me ask you this, just a couple more questions. Is it going to need a new HVAC system?
It has window units.
Okay, got you. Okay. And then the last thing is, talk to me about the foundation. Am I going to need to re-level it, or what's that look like?
It do need to be re-leveled. A gentleman did speak to me about it, but I said no. If I'm going to have it re-leveled, as I said before, the price would go up. So I don't plan on having it re-leveled.
Sure. Makes sense, Mrs. Flagg. And so you, it sounded like, if you don't sell it, that you would just go ahead and renovate it yourself and sell it for more.
Yes, I would.
Okay. Why haven't you remodeled it thus far?
Because I was trying to get rid of it. He had another property, and I sold that.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one was there, and so I said, okay, I have some offers for it, but the offers was too low, and actually the appraisal value is pretty well up there.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get a decent price, then the people, whoever would purchase it, it wouldn't take a whole lot to renovate it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then they could do that. And I'm trying to, if I get a decent offer, well, that will save me from have to hire somebody or try to see what I could do with it myself.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So,
ma'am. Makes sense. And I'm going to get you an offer right now. Hopefully it's something that you like. Is there anybody else who has decision-making power in this situation? I just don't want to step on any toes or disrespect anybody here.
No, I am it. I usually will talk to my brother when someone gives me an offer, and he and I will decide. And the other parties, and everything has been tiered on the other side, and they have agreed, yes, I could go ahead on and sell it, and then just give them their portion of the proceeds.
Understood. Okay. Completely understood. And have y'all finished the probate process, and you're good to move forward if we agree on price, or are we still in that? Or?
Everything is clear. Everything. I have a lawyer. Everything is clear on it, and I have also had it surveyed.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness, you are. I wish every seller I spoke to had it together like you, Miss Flagg.
I try to have it pretty well together because I am trying to, as of course I live 100 and some miles away from Victoria. So I'm trying to get it all together. So whenever someone gives me an offer, I'll be ready to press forward.
Yeah. I love it. And one more question I have to ask you, because I'm ready to take this by my underwriting and see if we can get to brass tacks here. But let's say me and you in a perfect world, let's say we came to terms on numbers and everything. How soon would you be ready to move forward?
I can move forward as quickly as tomorrow. Actually, I will be in Victoria because I have some more business to take care of down there. I will be in Victoria on Friday.
Okay, lovely. Okay, beautiful. And let's say I made a cash offer. I could pay all the closing costs and you didn't have to pay any realtor fees or anything like that. And I made this the easiest transaction in the world. How much were you wanting for the property?
We're looking at, and it is negotiable, and I usually I don't tell people that, but we're looking at 50,000 for it.
Okay. Got you. Understood. Okay. Well, I tell you what, sit tight. Let me run this by underwriting. I promised you that I was not going to waste your time. We're the real deal Holyfield, and hopefully we can make something happen. Let me just run these numbers and I'm going to place you on a very brief hold and I'm going to see what I can do for you. Okay.
Okay. Sounds great.
Okay. One moment. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing properties in this area go for about 60, 65 all day and night, twice on Sunday. And similar, this is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath on a good amount of matter of fact, I'll tell you.
ARVs, that's an ARV, or like that's as is.
That's as is. Okay. Now ARV is about 100,000 or so. Okay. So what I'm seeing is, on this property, we could probably get it for an as-is condition. We can probably get it for about 60, 55, 60. So I'm thinking, let's run a quick little 20,000 pop. Let's offer her 40,000, and then let's lock this up. And this is in a good area too, where like I said, properties are going for that range. So let's go ahead and see if we can lock up a $20,000 deal real quick. One time for the one time. Hey, Miss Flag.
Yes.
Okay, I have good news.
Okay.
So I am approved for a cash offer for this.
Okay.
Now, there's a little bit of a catch, and the catch is I'm not quite at the 50,000 mark. Now the reason why is because in order to get this at a premium, and I'll get to brass tacks here. I just want you to know why I'm not quite at the 50 mark. But in order to get this at a premium, I am going to have to level it. We are going to need HVAC because we are in Victoria and it is humid than who knows what. And then we'll just need to do a cosmetic overhaul. So just to make it pretty and to get this to sell as much as humanly possible. So it is going to need probably about 20 to 25,000 in work minimum in order to get it to where it can sell at the highest amount. And so I could be at $40,000, and mind you, you would not have to pay any of the closing costs. I will make sure that everything is above water, and that we would be at that we have the insurance policy on the transaction that protects you and me. There wouldn't be any realtor fees that you need to pay, so you wouldn't need to worry about that. And we could even make sure that we have EMD, the earnest money deposit, so that you know that we are not here to waste any time. So and if you've already cleared probate, well, shoot, we should have a clear title, and we can be closing in 2 to 4 weeks, if that's something that you would consider. And then on closing day, we can take a couple shots of tequila.
I don't drink.
Oh, shoot. Well, we can have breakfast. I can have breakfast tacos for us.
Yeah, I don't drink and I do not smoke. I'm evangelist missionary. Do those things.
We'll say a prayer together. How about that?
Okay, we can do that together. Okay. Let me ask you, because what you're saying, it wouldn't take that much to put it together. I already know that.
Mm-hmm.
I can take less than $5,000 to put it together, and all right at. And so when you send 25,000, I know it wouldn't take that much to put it together. It's not in that bad of a shape. So,
Well, you're absolutely right, and I'm not arguing with you. You're absolutely right. If we were going to rent it or own or finance it, but see, our model is I want to restore this thing to its original splendor. So I want a fresh coat of paint on it. I want premium windows. I want an HVAC system. I want to level it. I want to put new stainless steel appliances in there. Now, I'm not saying we got to put granite countertops, because I don't think this neighborhood calls for it, but I do want it to be the prettiest house on, because right now with the interest rates and all of that, I'm going against right now the market is really sketchy. So I don't want this property to be sitting on on the MLS for 120 days waiting to sell. So our model is on the back end, we need to factor in for making this the prettiest house on the neighborhood, so it is a no-brainer for a new family to come in. Do you want me to run my numbers for you? That way you can see what we have in mind?
yes, you can, and then we'll discuss the price further.
Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. Typically for HVAC in this area, it's going to be about $7 a square foot. So that's 7 times 576. So for a new HVAC system, it's going to cost us about $3,500 to $4,000. Then to level it out, that's going to be another, let's call it $2,500, because this is it's a modest sized home. So let's call it $3,000 to level it all out, pier and beam. Let's just call it $3,000. So now I'm at $7,000. And then for cosmetics, what do I mean by cosmetics? I mean windows, doors, fixtures, paints, baseboard, cabinets, stainless steel, the flooring, the exterior. We might need to. We're going to have to put the fascia so that we cover it all the way to the ground. Landscaping, the whole nine. That's about $12 a square foot. From windows to flooring to all those things that I mentioned, it's about $12 a square foot. If you and by the way, that's including labor. So
Okay.
so I'm already at 7,000, and then we'll take $12 a square foot times 576. All right, that puts me at 69, so about 7,000. So now I'm at 14,000. And then where did I get the 20 to 25,000? We have to factor in holding costs, which is my insurance. I don't use any of my own money. I borrow hard money or private money. So I have to pay. So if it takes me 3 to 4 months to do this whole transaction, I have to pay interest on that money. And then I have to pay a realtor on the back end. And then I have to pay two sets of closing costs. So it conservatively, in holding costs, I'm talking the utilities, insurance, interest on my money, and then my realtor fees and closing costs, I'm looking at 5,000. So I'm already at 14,000. So just that alone puts me at about 19,000. So where did I get the other 5,000 to 6,000? I call this can of worms money. And what I mean by that is what I've learned is whenever I go whenever my team on the back end goes in to take these properties down and we flip them, there's what we call miscellaneous fees, or we've opened up a can of worms, which means we don't know if something, what happens if the plumbing breaks? What happens if, we have to end up doing the plumbing because it's a little bit of an older property, and whenever we re-level it, we end up cracking a plumbing or something, or something ends up happening, a window breaks, somebody comes in and steals the something along the way. And it doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but I do like to factor that in. So I'm adding in about $5,000 for that, and so that's where I came up with the 20, conservatively 20,000. To be able to bring this to its original splendor. And so that's why I'm saying, I'd feel comfortable coming in at 40,000, paying all the closing costs and just making this the easiest transaction ever.
Yeah, well, that would be fine. I mean that you're paying all the closing costs. I definitely appreciate all of that. Now, what more could you come up to? As I did say, it is negotiable. Now, I don't want to, because you're knocking already 10,000 off of what I'm asking, and I don't mind knocking off some of it, but I don't know about $10,000. The reason I'm saying that, because I know what the house is worth, and the property is going up, and right now I deducted 14,000 off of it already because it's worth 64 something. It might be higher than that. That's what it was last year, 64,000 and something. And so, and as I said, if I put any money into it, then I'm going to ask more than what I'm asking now. And so, is it possible? Could you come up with at least 2 or 3 more thousand? And we could say, yes, we could go ahead on. And that if you can close in about a week's time. Because I don't want to just put someone tell me, okay, we can close in 2 to 3 weeks or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatsoever. And then someone come by and offer me some monies, and I'd already gave my word to this particular person or you, and then when it comes to time to close, oh well, we changed our mind. And I don't like playing games.
Sure.
I don't have time for that. So,
woman after my own heart. I can 100% appreciate that. Let me tell you what. Let me do this. Let me run some numbers real quick because I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. And if I agree to something, I want to make sure I can honor it. Let me just place you on a brief hold. Let me see what I can do because I also don't want to nickel and dime and lose a deal with somebody who we could build a relationship together and over a couple thousand. So bear with me. Hold on one moment.
sure.
Now, keep in mind, y'all, I just put her on mute. Keep in mind, I believe we could sell this property at about 60,000. But Mo, why are we so good at this, bro?
This is like, that was a very smooth conversation. Like, you gave her a nutshell of how to flip a house, bro. You just broke down every single aspect of flipping a house or like renovating a house. That was phenomenal. I would say that let's make it an offer for like 45,000. Let's not
Okay.
let's just like $50,000 to $17,000 is not too bad, you know.
Yeah. So I love this. So I made her an offer at 40,000. She's at 50. Look, and she said, "Can you come up 2 or 3,000?" I'll tell you what. We can come up to 43,000. I have an approval for 43,000. Okay. 43. Let's say, yeah. I'm gonna say 43,000. I can come up to 43,000. In addition to that, I can put $1,000 in EMD, in earnest money deposit. That way, you know that we are the real deal. We're not going to waste your time. So even if somebody comes by after we're under an agreement, you don't even have to sweat it because I have already showed you that we're the real deal.
That's a good plan.
Okay, you agree?
Yes, let's do it.
Hey, Miss Flag.
Yes.
Okay, so I have good news.
Okay.
I am approved on this property for a couple things. Number one, I can come up to 43,000. There's some areas where we can, I don't want to use the word cut some corners because it makes it seem like I'm lacking integrity, but there's some areas where we can save some money and I'm not going to be losing money because I am here for profit. I am here for profit. I'm not going to lie to you. And so $3,000 is not going to hurt what we can do on the back end. So I can come up to 43,000, and then here's what I can do for you as well. I can put $1,000 in an earnest money deposit. That way, you know that. And by the way, and you might already know this, so I'm not trying to insult your intelligence here. typically on these transactions, 1% is the standard policy for earnest money deposit. So I'd be, which would be $400 or about $500. I don't even care about that. I'll put $1,000 in earnest money deposit. That way, we're the real deal. Now, the reason why I'm throwing that $1,000 in there is because typically my transaction coordination team, they say they like for us to put a 2 to 4 week closing. Now, I'm not saying I need that time. The reason why that they usually do that is because we are closing on multiple deals at a time. And sometimes there are little delays that happen. And so we don't want to have to come back and ask for an extension. But at the same time, I want you to know. So I like to call the earnest money deposit the ring on the finger. So if I put a ring on my girl's finger and some other fella comes around talking about, hey, can I take you out? Hey, you are taken. Even if we're not married, you are taken. You tell them to kick rocks. And so it's the same way with the earnest money deposit. If I put the earnest money deposit, I'm not just a smooth talker. You have the money in there where I've put my money where my mouth is, so that even if we do have a 2-week closing and some other guy comes around, saying that they can move forward, you already have that money there. So, in a worst case scenario, if I've wasted your time and I've lied to you and this and that, you're at the very least, your time is still worth something, because you're going to get that $1,000 back. And so I am approved for that as well, so long as you're willing to move forward with me.
It sounds good, but now moving forward with the honest money, so that will be where?
Good question.
Where would you put-
Yes, ma'am. Good question. So that goes to escrow. Meaning it's deposited in escrow. You're notified by the escrow officer who's licensed with the state. And the whole purpose of escrow is, once I deposit that, I cannot take that money back. It no longer belongs to me. Okay, but it also means you don't have access until either we close and fund, which in that case, you've gotten all the money you're entitled to, or in a worst case scenario, let's say I ended up backing out of the deal in 2 weeks. Well, in that case, you have not, it hasn't been a waste of time, because then that money is directly released to you by either a cashier's check or by a deposit. And so that's why it's called earnest money, so that you know that we're earnest, we're sincere, and we're not going to waste your time. And the chances, and not for nothing, even though $1,000 isn't a whole lot of money, I'm not about to put $1,000 down on something I'm not going to close on. So that way you can have some faith that we also call it good faith money. That way you know that we are going to perform, and we're not just talking.
So what company are you going with? I can choose a company, or you choosing a company? You already have the company.
Yes, ma'am. I already have the company in mind, unless you have somebody that you feel really comfortable with. But typically, since we're paying the closing costs, now in this case, the closing costs will probably come up to be about, I would say probably about $1,100, anywhere between $1,100 and $1,300 for this transaction. I can pay that. I promise that from the beginning. I don't mind paying all those fees, and that includes the docking fees, the title commitment request, the title insurance policy. Typically comes out to anywhere between $1,100 and $1,300 for something like this. I can pay for that, and usually because I'm paying for those closing costs, typically I'll choose the title company and the escrow officer. And so we like a company called Priority Title, and they're very well known. They're on the Better Business Bureau. They have a very good rating. We like them because they do all of our transactions and they work really quickly.
Where are they located at?
They're a nationwide company because we do all over Texas. So they do all over Texas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But don't they have a home office?
Let me see. Where is their home office? I'll let you know right now.
Okay.
Priority Title. Priority Title Settlement Group of Texas. They are located on, and I can even text this to you if this is your cell phone, but they're located on 15510 Vance Jackson Road, Suite 102 in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, okay. You're down the street from where I am.
Yes, ma'am.
15, you said 1501?
I'll tell you again. It's 15510.
Oh, 10.
Yes, ma'am. So that's 15510 Vance Jackson Road. That's 2 words. Vance, V as in Victor, A-N-C, N as in Nancy, C-E, and then Jackson, like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. Yeah.
Road.
Now you're gonna have to go back over to the first part of it. I'm right now in the Jackson part, and you say Vance, V-A.
Yes, ma'am. V as in Victor, A as in Alpha, N as in Nancy, C as in Charlie, E as in Echo.
Okay. All right.
And that's suite number 102.
102. Okay. Okay. All right. And you gotta spell your name for me, please.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Aaron, but it's spelled very weird because my family's from the Caribbean.
Okay.
And so it's E as in Echo, A as in Alpha, R as in Roger, O as in Oscar, N as in Nancy, S as in Sam.
And they call Eric?
And that my name is Aaron.
Aaron.
Like Moses' brother, except instead of an A-A-R-O-N, it's an E-A-R-O-N.
Oh, E-A-R-O-N. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, very sweet name.
I appreciate it. And you want my last name? I can give you my last name as well. I'm very well known in the industry.
Okay. What's your last name?
It's Bevins, and the way you spell that is B as in Bravo, E as in Echo, V as in Victor, A as in Alpha, N as in Nancy, S as in Sam.
Oh, okay. The Vance.
Yes, ma'am. And it's pronounced Bevins.
Devin. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Now, when can we get together concerning this?
Well, ideally, if we could review the paperwork tonight, I'd love to open escrow tomorrow and we can get started on closing this out as soon as possible.
Okay.
I mean, we can hop on a Zoom call. That way we could see each other face to face, and then we could agree on the paperwork as soon as tonight, if you like to.
Let me call my brother who lives in Houston. And I will tell him about this, and then we can push forward. I can get you on the number that I had on my phone, 200-1296.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am. That's my cell phone number, and that's the best place that you could reach me. And I'll save your information as well. That way we're locked in.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Okay, let me call him, and I should be able to get him, and then I'll call you back, and then we can push forward on this.
I love it. I love it. And let me ask you this: should I be on standby? Would you be able to call me back today?
Yes, I'll be able to call you back as soon as I get through talking to him.
I love it. I love it. And is it okay if I don't hear anything back? Is it okay if I call you back tonight?
Sure. I am in for the evening.
Okay, lovely, lovely. Well, I'll be on standby. I'm going to send you a text right now. I'm assuming this is your cell phone, Ms. Flagg?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I'll send you my information right now, and I'll be on standby to hear from you. If I don't hear from you, then I'll touch base with you this evening.
All right. Sounds great.
Well,
Thank you.
I look forward to doing business with you, and thank you for the call.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye. We do this.
That was so smooth, bro. This is like the smoothest call that I have ever heard in my entire life right now.
Don't gas me up, bro. Don't- Yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so here's what's dope about this, Mo. Whenever we started this call, I told everybody here that I was really excited. The reason why we're doing this September challenge is because our team has a new proprietary way about generating leads. And our team, my wholesaling team, has generated over 40 contracts since Monday. 40 contracts. And y'all might think that this is cap. You can call my team. You can call my team and they'll verify this. By the way, Mo, we ran the numbers on this. Here, let me do this because I don't want y'all to think this is cap. I don't want y'all to think this is cap. Hold on, watch this. Watch this. This is not even scripted. I'm calling my acquisitions guy right now. I'm calling him right now. I'm calling him right now. Miles, you're on live right now. What's up, Nate? You're on live right now. We have over 100 people live across all platforms. Brother, I called you earlier and I asked you conservatively, what is, for all the contracts that we just locked up, what is the revenue that we're projected to make from this last wave of contracts that we just contracted?
312,000.
See, I needed for them to hear from you, bro, because I don't want them to think that I'm out here just promoting and gas and you know what I mean, gassing and you know what I mean, and capping.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 312,000 on the low end. That's bare minimum.
Let's go. Let's go. We out here. All right, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for always answering.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right.
Guys, the reason why I tell you this is because we have been working on systems on the back end to be able to generate high quality leads. We've switched up our entire approach to how we're generating leads, and we're starting to see the results of this. And what we're doing is now we have stronger filters. We have higher quality standards. So it's not just generating anybody who raises their hand and says, "Hey, I'm interested in selling." Now it's higher quality filters so that we're only bringing in the most qualified leads. Now you got to understand, I just called this is my second lead that I called for today, and I already have a potential, what is this? A potential $17,000 deal. But Mo, what you didn't see because you came in a little bit late, the first person I called was like, I'm not interested in selling. Even with this new approach to getting the leads, there's still sometimes people who they're trolls. You know what I mean? That it's not
That's
what I would
marketing.
consider a
That's
qualified
marketing. This is the usual situation of marketing. Whether like PPC, PPL, like you will never be able to get 100% distressed sellers. Like at some point, if you receive 100 leads, like you're gonna have to get at least a couple of them saying, "I'm not interested," or "never said to someone to call me." You know what I'm saying? So that's usual. You know, but it's about that. It's about like the lead to contract ratio. It's not just about like that quantity or the quality. You know.
That's right. But at the same time, it was the second lead of the evening that I called, potential $17,000 deal. So I want y'all, the reason why I got Miles on the phone is to show y'all that this stuff actually works in real life. So I'm showing you proof right here in the lead generation, right? But I had him on the line, that way you can see that we really do this. All right. So look at what Cody says. Was this a novation deal? No, brother, this was not a novation deal. This is a straight cash deal. This is straight wholesale deal right here. It's a good market that we're very familiar with. It's very close to where I am. I ran the numbers and I looked at what by the way, guys, on this deal, the cash flow on this deal easily is about $1,025 for this unit alone. $1,024 is what this can bring in. It only needs, the roof just got replaced a few years ago. It only needs leveling of the foundation. It only needs HVAC, and then it needs complete cosmetic. Okay? So I'm the reason why I'm explaining this because I want y'all to see how we ran the numbers is conservative. This is raw the way we ran the numbers. It's very transparent how we're running the numbers. She wanted 50,000. My offer is 40,000. She says that's a little bit too low for me. Can you come up a few thousand? I met her at 43,000. She says, you know what? Let me talk to my brother. I'm gonna call you back. Hey, if I don't hear back from you before the end of the evening, can I call you back? She says, yes. When do you think you're gonna call me back? She says, let me call him right now. You should be hearing from me in the next couple hours or so. This is the value of getting good quality leads on the phone. What is your thoughts on this, Mo? What's your thoughts, bro?
My initial thought is that imagine if someone just trying to reach out to any of the leads just one time. So whenever they tap the first attempt and they get no answer, then they move to the second lead, bro. We could have lost this lead if you didn't call it for 2 times or 3 times. So that was really important.
Yep. Yes, exactly. Matter of fact, was that one that I double tapped that one, I think, right?
Yes, that one that was ringing forever. That one that you said.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Good point, bro. Very good point. Very good point. So guys, these things that we share in regards to the best practices, what do we say? Call the leads as soon as possible. That's what we're doing here. The leads, these are fresh leads that just came in. The next thing, call cadence. Call the sellers multiple times. Stop being afraid to annoy your sellers, right? The next thing, follow the script. Follow the script, right? The next thing, be enthusiastic whenever you talk to people. So many people who struggle with generating a high conversion rate, I'm telling them you need to be keeping to these best practices, and they're struggling with generating leads. And then I go into their business, and some people, and I'm not speaking disrespectfully here. I have a passion for this. I will go into their business. Aaron, I'm struggling. Aaron, I'm struggling. Aaron, I'm struggling. I think I got bad leads. I'll go into their business and generate a contract in a few days. Or even for my team, sometimes with my team, Aaron, the leads, I'll go in and I contract the deal the first day because something's missing, guys. And it's not just me that says this. I had a podcast, Mo, where I was talking to Tati, the virtual wholesaler. She said the same exact things. And I said, oh my God, it's so refreshing for you to say these things so that people can hear that it's not just me saying this, but she's a multiple 6-figure earner. She's generated 7 figures in her career. And so she's telling the same things. And so I'm really glad that I can do these calls live, guys. Me and Mo are going to be going live pretty much every day, except for Sundays. We're going to be going live around 4:30 PM CST. For the rest of the month, we're going to be doing this to show you guys how our new lead generation method is working for our team. We're going to be showcasing it live. I'm very, very excited about it. Right now, we have another meeting actually that we have to hop on. But Mo, do you have any final words before we wrap up?
That was an amazing call, bro. I'm amazed with this call.
Yeah, I love it. With that said, guys, if y'all have any questions, hit me up, send me DMs. We want to give away as much value as possible. Hopefully this gives some inspiration, some motivation, some encouragement, some tidbits. Maybe you have 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 plus leads sitting in your database. And you're like, man, you know what, Aaron, I didn't follow a script when I made my calls. Man, you know what, Aaron, I don't hit my calls, my leads with enthusiasm. Hey, you know what, Aaron, I only call them one time, then I go to the next lead. Hey, Aaron, you know what? Sometimes I'm very prejudiced with my leads where I'll look at the notes on the leads and I won't even call them because I'm being prejudiced thinking that they're not qualified leads. You know what, Aaron, I'm realizing that I'm not hitting the leads as fast as I need to. I'm not following up with these leads the way I need to. Hopefully this provides you some encouragement. Go in your database. I'm telling you, some of you guys and girls, y'all have 6 figures worth of revenue sitting in your database right now because you're not doing the best practices. If I can leave anything with you, hopefully it's some motivation and some encouragement to go and take this business serious to be able to make some money. All right. So until next time, stay focused, drive home safe, brush your teeth, and for goodness sakes, don't slap nobody. We'll see you guys in the next episode tomorrow. Deuces.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. made it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy.
We did.
Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the school, baby.